Hey there, trying something a little different here in how I'm connecting. So don't know if you're seeing this or not to be able to grab this. If so, let me know because I don't know if I'm coming through or not here. Trying something different. So anyway, if you let's see. It looks like I'm live on something here. I hope I'm live on. Should be live on YouTube, should be live on Facebook. So sorry to bumble around here, but I'm trying something different here with something called Restream, and Restream lets you connect with multiple channels all at once. So if it's working, it looks like I got some folks online. Hey, Kevin. Sherry, good to see you. Okay, so I guess it's so weird because it gives me a different dashboard than one I've had before, what I'm looking at. So I couldn't really tell if I was on the air or not, but it looks like we got some folks watching. So that's terrific. Great to see you. Facebook for you, Kevin. Nora, good to see you. It looks like everybody's on Facebook and going from there. So, hey, while we're all under lock and key here, I just thought I'd check in with everybody. We're going to do some more programming. Hey, Linda, I'm connected to Crothersville. You bet. Sherry Roberts here too. So Sherry Bridges is here too. Keep going back to maiden names here. But anyway, hey, Talene, boy, we got the Crothersville crowd with us tonight. That's awesome here about 10:30 Crothersville time. One of the things I'm going to start doing is broadcasting live every day while we're all under this lock and key. We've got a new internet radio station that's going live here very shortly. There'll be 24/7 with positive messages on things that you can take a look at that will kind of lift your spirits and charge your battery and help you think about some of the things we all need to be thinking about during this time that we're all under quarantine or not being able to get out. So I thought I'd do something to try to provide some realistic messages. I want to be uplifting, obviously, naturally. But certainly don't want it to be just put on a happy face because there's more to it than that. It's challenging, and I know that. So we're going to talk about some of the challenges. And then I hope to be able to take phone calls live while we're doing this. So please be watching here. I'll be talking about it online on Twitter and on Facebook and Instagram, so you'll have a chance to see that. But we're going to go with some live things starting with part of that coming up tomorrow. Jana, how are you from Indiana? Good to see you. Hope everything's great with you. Gosh, I'm sitting here in Vegas about 7:30. My wife made just the best big old pot of stew that you can imagine. And so we have now had stew for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it's fantastic. And I'll eat it for breakfast tomorrow morning because it's so good. It's kind of funny. Some of the things... I've been wanting to work on an internet radio station. I got the manuscript done for the next book. It's some of those, now is the time that some of those things that we thought we would get around to someday, maybe we can use this time productively to get around to. Jim Blackburn, gosh, long time no see. Hope you're doing great. And hey, Daniel, and how's Don? I want to say hello to Don Sturgeon, one of the great guys and great teachers of all time. That's so great. It's great to hear from you, and hope your dad is doing great, and everybody in your family is doing wonderful as well. Because you're special folks that have inspired a lot of young people in the Hoosier State back home. So that's really great. Jim, good to see you. Been following you online, and good to see really good things happening to you. Gosh, it's good to see everybody here that's a part of this. So anyway, we'll be looking at it tomorrow. Hey, New Orleans NSA. Thank you, Marvin. That's so great. Hey, Bob Meyerholtz. My gosh. When I was a kid just getting started, I was in junior FFA, and Bob Meyerholtz was the executive secretary of Indiana FFA. And you talk about somebody that led an organization and really, really helped some young people get a start, and I'm one of them. So I can't call you Bob. I'm sorry. I don't care how old I got. I still can't call you Bob. Thank you, Mr. Meyerholtz, for all that you do. Hey, Deb. Hope everything is great with you. Deb Gardner. With this shutdown, are you able to get out and swim like you always do? I wonder about, Jim's health clubs are closed. I didn't know about pools and stuff like that. Michael Stelzner. Hey, it's good to see you, my friend. You had a great video on the other day, and thank you so much for the video that you sent me. I've been working over the weekend trying to get my studio set up as you've gotten your studio set up, so I was going to get a video message to you tomorrow. It's great to see you. Michael, by the way, is who puts on the Social Media Marketing Conference, Social Media Marketing World, that conference that you heard me talk about if you follow me here. And I've had the privilege of speaking to for the last couple of years. And I told Michael, I'm coming back whether you let me speak or not, because it is just one of the greatest, most incredible conferences, incredible experiences that you can imagine. It is really, really an extraordinary event. So when it comes around next year, I'll certainly be here talking about it and promoting it. And I hope to see you in San Diego next year when everything gets back to normal. Aaron, how you doing? Hello from California. It's good to hear from you and see you. So anyway, the purpose of me getting on tonight, it's great seeing everybody. And the purpose of me getting on tonight is starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a talk show kind of broadcast every day. I'm going to do it online so that you'll be able to hear it on the internet radio station that we're launching. So you hear it live. I hope to be able to take some phone calls. And we'll be doing that as like a live radio show, but I'll also simulcast it here online in the studio if you get a chance to see that. So just wanted to let you know about that. I hope you get a chance to drop by every day. You don't have to be here every day. I'll be here every day, but when you can. And look forward to talking to you. Deb, Dryland Workouts, a fish, literally. Literally the fish out of water. Deb is one of the great swimmers here in the United States. She's just fantastic, and not only a great swimmer, a great speaker and person as well. So anyway, how's everybody doing? It's a challenging time. I know it's a crazy time. Tammy, my wife, and I were joking that if the police come and find me with 18 stab wounds, it's going to be the worst case of coronavirus that anybody's ever seen. It is something, isn't it? How we get used to being, going 100 miles an hour, and then something like this really makes us tap the brakes and really makes us kind of pull back a little bit. I hope your health is good. That's the most important thing. But hopefully this is a time to kind of think about what's really important, recharge our batteries a little bit, and that's part of what I wanted to do on the show. So. Guys, Joseph, of course, I know. We had dinner. You bet. Well, you're very kind about the voice. I have friends that say they have a radio face, too, but I need better friends. But that's the story there. Scott, hope great. Thank you for saying hi. I hope everything is great with you as well. So starting tomorrow, as I said, if you're just jumping on here, going to be on talking about some of the challenges that we're facing as we go through this. Talking about how to stay resilient as we all have our unique and interesting challenges as a part of this. I'll be talking about some of the things that we need to remember in our own respective businesses as a part of this. One of the challenges, I think, is that how we communicate with customers at this important juncture. The things that we say, the things that we do, how we reach out to them and try to help provide them with more insight and with services in a way that is helpful, is going to be remembered long after this virus has passed. So what we do now is really, really going to be important. Not just talking about business, how we reach out to family members, how we reach out and volunteer and help in our communities. Look, I realize it's not the time that we're going to be out and about in our communities doing that type of work, but making phone calls and getting online to check on people and to talk with people. All of that is going to be absolutely critical during this time that we're in. So we're going to be talking about some creative ways to do that, talking about ways that we can kind of keep our businesses going and keep in touch with our customers even as things are going crazy. John Bentley, hey, thank you. Well, you're very kind to say that, John. I appreciate that. And it's great to hear from you. And hey, Stone Creek, my old hangout. How you doing, Nicholas? Great to hear from you. Jill, glad that you're well as well, and I hope things are good with you. Guys, it's good to see you. So anyway, just wanted to check in, and I look forward to talking with everybody again very soon. I will be posting here online when we go live next, so you have a little bit more advance notice than me just popping on. But we're going to talk a little bit every day during these challenges of what we can do to help us stay positive. If you haven't seen it yet, I posted a video, and I'll repost it again here this evening on an idea of what you can do to handle worry. Well, a lot of us are really, really worried. And I want to leave you with this thought. Worry is nothing more or less than negative goal setting. It is actively focusing on and preparing for what we don't want to have happen. Now, look, I realize there are things out of our control. Yet, worry spirals. Have you noticed that? We start worrying about something. I worry that I'm not going to get paid. And then all of that turns into, the engagement is canceled, or my company's going to lay me off, or I'm not going to get paid. And the more we think about it, the sheriff is at the door pulling us out of the house, or the truck comes up and loads our car up and pulls away. It keeps getting worse and worse. So on this video, I try to give you a formula of something that you can do to help you handle some of the challenges that you have with the worries that we are all legitimately facing during this difficult and challenging time. So I'll repost that as well if you haven't had a chance to see it. Oh my gosh. Hey, Darla, how are you? And Lynn Barnes, man. Yeah, you betcha. I did right before I sat down. I'm washing my hands like you can't believe, and we all need to be doing that. That is for certain. Jean, it's so good to see you. Kim, good to see you. Sharon, hi. Man, I just can't believe how many folks have chimed in here this evening. And gosh, it is great to hear from each and every one of you. And I will be posting very soon about, we're getting everything done with the internet radio station, but I'll be back on every day this week. So look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you to everybody that chimed in and said hello. And I look forward to connecting with you and seeing you again very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. As Lynn said, wash your hands, everybody. Take care of yourself. Do what it takes to take care of your health, because if we don't have that, man, all of the other things that we're talking about business, about life, and about the world, it doesn't matter a whole lot if we don't have our health. So take care of yourself. Hey, John, good to see you. Man, it's so good to talk to everybody, and I look forward to catching up with you as we come back online with some specific ideas, and hopefully get a chance to take some calls and talk with you and do all that as the week goes on. All right? Thanks, everybody. Have a great night wherever you are, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.